Honor Reeves, and I currently work with the mental health support teams in school within South Norfolk as a senior children's wellbeing practitioner. So I trained as a CWP back in 2018, where I worked for a couple of years within the CAM service as a CWP. And now I am a senior working now with EMHPs in MHSTS. Lots of acronyms. My typical day really varies, and no day is actually the same in my role. So for example, I might have one day where I'm more based in my office here, and I would be joining different team meetings, so where we might get together as a whole team and just talk about general processes, and then team meetings where we would talk about individual cases that have come in, or cases where we've had an assessment and need to decide on their treatment pathway. Whereas other days I might be very much out and about in the community. So I work within the mental health support teams in school. So I might be sort of in one primary school or secondary school in the morning and then going to a different one in the afternoon. So every day really does vary. So I don't really have a typical day, to be honest. What I would say really helps is that initial engagement, and I really believe that's really important to build that relationship and that trust. So that would be really starting off at that initial assessment or that very first session, taking that time to really listen, to really validate, and to really, let them explore and share their experiences, not being judgmental, and just taking that time to just be with them in that session, and sometimes moving away from perhaps our agenda and what we need to cover and taking it completely at their pace. And so I really believe that first contact, that first time when you're speaking to a young person with a child, is really important for that engagement and that relationship building. I'll start with the rewards. So the rewards are just helping all those families, young people, the parents. That is, why we do the role. It's to support young people who are struggling, who have, emerging difficulties with low mood, with anxiety, with challenging behaviour. And it's, really taking that time to support them and move them forward. You might not completely resolve everything, but you will get them on that path to, knowing the skills and knowing what to do in order to move forward. So definitely the reward is working one-on-one with those children, with the families, to get them on that right path. The challenges would perhaps sometimes, that's a difficult one. Challenging to working with sort of families, young people, maybe sometimes that initial engagement, if they do struggle with that initial engagement, that can be challenging if you know that actually you could really help and you could really support them, and they might not perhaps be there or be in that time where they're perhaps ready to receive that support. That can be quite challenging, and trying to navigate that can be quite difficult at times. But once you're able to work with them, then that's really rewarding. To go in open-minded, to be honest, it is challenging. I, looking back when I first applied and when I was in my training year, you're taking an awful lot in. You're learning the role while, being at uni, while being in service. So it would, be to just take it as it comes, just to be open-minded with the course, with the learning, and to really take on the skills and the knowledge of your supervisors and the team around you, and to just use their experience to really help and guide you. So just, use your team, and they will be your real support system throughout the year, throughout your career, 100%.